Hi, I'm Howard Deal, owner of the General Agency, and I'm here with Diane Eller. She is the owner of Benefit Writers, and she's also the past president of the Dallas Association of Health Underwriters. And today we're going to talk about compliance issues as it pertains to group health insurance. So take it away, Diane.
Thank you, Howard. So today I thought we would talk about group health plans, excuse me, offering group health plans and the compliance that comes along with offering group health plans and potential risks.
Diane, I understand that there's a document that you give employers before you have them become your client. Can you tell me a little bit about that document?
I can, Howard. So when a employer decides to offer group health benefits, it's not just offering group health benefits. They become a fiduciary. They have no idea what that means usually, but I do give this out. It is put out by Department of Labor, and it is, as you can see, a little intimidating because when you offer a group health plan, all of the complexities of offering a group health plan and complying with the state and federal laws are defined pretty much in this little handout that I provide.
What all does that cover? What are all the sections that are in this?
It talks about ERISA and understanding ERISA is short for Employment Retirement Income Security Act of 1974. It talks about COBRA, state continuation, and the affordability, Section 125, wrap documents, HIPAA. I could go on and on and on, but I think that it just really dives into how an employer needs to be really to comply in the laws.
Okay, so when you say that an employer is a fiduciary, what is a fiduciary?
A fiduciary, Howard, is a person using discretion in administering and managing a plan, controlling the plan assets. A fiduciary is to the extent of the discretion or control, and the status is based on functions performed in the plan. It's not just a title of the person who has the responsibilities of acting as a fiduciary.
Okay, so what's the advantage of using you versus a larger GA? So if I'm an employer and I have a choice and I say, well, I'm looking for a broker, what is the advantage of me choosing you over a larger agency?
First of all, I'm going to invest in you, and that means that you're going to get attention and detail, where when you're working with a larger agency, you're working with usually an employee who is an account manager, who typically in a larger agency, they will be with that agency maybe a year, maybe two, and pretty much you are going to be under the control of someone that has multiple accounts. And so they're not going to be as familiar with you and your account, whereas working with me, I'm going to recognize that my employer's needs are all uniquely different. And I'm going to customize plans that make sense for my employers. And they're also uniquely different in size and what they do. So really it's about detail and having that personal attention.
Okay, so when you talk about compliance, basically your responsibility to your clients is making sure that they stay in compliance. So that's actually an important role of a broker. So as far as compliance goes, what happens if an employer is not in compliance, and what are the penalties? What are some of the penalties for someone who's not in compliance?
Well, I'll take that in two parts, Howard. So the first thing that I am actually responsible for, it's not that I have any risk to me, but my employers do, and I recognize that they look to me as a benefits expert. And so I provide tools and resources that my employers have access to meet all of the all of the state and federal laws, so they can comply with those laws. The second part of that would be the fines. The fines are the compliance is the ugly part of offering a group health plan, because you can't get around being responsible for that. So just to give you an example, it's let's say that you're audited and you're offering a group health plan, and maybe it's as simple as not realizing when you offer that plan and you're withholding that employee's insurance premium from their paycheck. Did that employer, were they aware that they needed to get permission and have their employees sign the appropriate documents under IRS Section 125? And do they have their documents in place? Howard, it could be that simple. It's $99 to get those documents, but if you don't have them, it's $110 a day for the fine, times the number of employees that are on their payroll, including, I'm going to say dependents, for the number of days that they're found out of compliance.
So let's say that I'm an employer and I have 25 employees and I'm out of compliance for 30 days. How much are the fines?
At $110 a day for 25 employees, that is $27.50 per day, and that is $82,500 for that fine.
So if I'm out of compliance for just 30 days, I can suffer a fine of $82,000.
And that's why you want to work with an experienced broker who's not just going to walk in and write you a health plan, but an experienced broker in my 25 years is to help that employer comply with their fiduciary responsibilities. And yes, so that is the daily fine amount and what it would equate to if they were audited and found to be out of compliance.
Very good. So my role as a general agent, I'm more of a wholesaler in the industry. I have about 1,200 brokers total that I provide benefits and services for. Diane and her office, I've worked with them for years and years, and she is by far one of my best brokers. She knows the compliance, how to keep an employer in compliance. She's very hands-on with her group. It's like having a concierge agent at your beck and call. So most of her clients have her cell phone number and they call her day and night pretty much. So, but out of those 1,200 brokers, if I had to choose one, I have 30 or 40 of them that I would choose. But if it was me choosing a broker, I would choose Diane. And the reason I would do that is a smaller broker, and I shouldn't say it's smaller, she has 4 or 5 employees, but the reason I would choose a smaller brokerage is the hands-on, and the broker gets to know, or the broker understands my business. So if I have an employee that has medical conditions going on, a cancer going on, these type of things, she understands that what's going on in my group. Now, if the demographics of my group change or the situation of my group changes, she can instantly turn that around and say, oh, okay, well, we might have to go this direction. And to give you an example, let's say that I'm an employer and I only have 40 people enrolled. And she's been my broker for years. And the next thing you know, she sees I start hiring a bunch of people and she's like, whoa, wait a minute, you're getting over 50. 50 is that cutoff for ACA, which is the Affordable Care Act. If I go over 50, then that's a whole different environment. We go from small group to large group, different compliance issues, which are in here. We go through a number of different changes just by shifting from 40 people to 50 people, and Diane would see that and instantly react to it. Where a larger company may say, oh, they went over 50, that's good, and just that be the end of it, and the account rep doesn't know that they're supposed to be changing plan designs and getting different documents installed. You know, there's a number of different cutoffs. So you have cutoffs when you go to over 20, for example, because now all of a sudden you're subject to COBRA. these type of compliance issues, Diane and her office are experts at. And so if you are looking for a broker that would actually give you the hands-on that you need, I would call Benefit Writers to be my broker. So with that being said, do you have anything else, Diane?
I just appreciate the opportunity because I've enjoyed working under your general agency for all these years, Howard, and I thank you for recognizing what I do. I love what I do, and it's been a fast changing market for the last 25 years, but I absolutely have a passion because I believe that what we do, it enriches the lives of our clients. For 25 years, I've held hands with employers who have welcomed preemie babies, offering even life coverage where they've lost a loved one. So when we're looking at putting the best type of plan together, I always say, let me help with putting a plan that is uniquely fitting for your group and your needs that fit your budget. So thank you for that compliment for
Yes.
working with you and understanding that what we do is
Yeah. And also remember, if you like this video, to hit the like button and also subscribe to Diane's channel, because we will be having more videos coming out in the future.
Yes.
And we'll be covering a number of different topics. So remember to hit the like and subscribe button, and have a great day.
Thank you.